Well, 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 there's another full day of Satisfactory ahead of us. I'm going to pop right into Sean's private hidden game, into its factory time, and that loading, or that game load name is exactly what we're going to be doing today. Let me give you the grand tour. Welcome back, Day 9. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be building a multi-story mega factory. And I'm actually going to re-illustrate today what we're going to be doing, because I had a lot of fun doing this yesterday. Where's my mouse cursor? Here it is. White, black. So, before I do an A+ diagram over here, which is a little bit of happy face action, before I do that, we're seeing this, which is what I'm going to be building. And to understand the motivation behind its construction, we need to look at this huge mess that I've made. So, we have bricks coming in from multiple locations, some limestone being turned into concrete slabs. I have a single copper node that's being turned into all sorts of various ingots and wires. And then we have some great spaghetti here where it comes out and gets churned into cables, and the other half of the wires get put into here. Oh yeah, we got some burners over here that are just rocking through some biofuel. Oh, look at that. If it isn't my iron, which, in honor of OSHA, is suspended over this cliff to get turned into all manner of various screw and rod and plate and so on and so forth. So I think that if I actually just climb on up and look at my factory, right, I just kind of thumped down the hub and iron and thumped down copper and then thumped down limestone, and then I built this giant space elevator. I had no idea this thing was this big. This is insane. And so it's time to get organized. It's time to actually build something that is not just me slapping things on one at a time, but is me actually thoughtfully trying to build and think about the architecture of how I want everything to interlay together. So let's talk about that. So, for any of you who have never seen the idea of a bus, I want to talk a little bit about the bus. We'll talk a little bit about this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to imagine there is a resource that is red, and there's another resource that is blue. And let's imagine that both of these just are going from left to right. Actually, let me not do the bus. Let me just motivate the problems. There's this problem that can occur where, let's say you have a red node, and I'm going to call the resources red, green, and blue, because that is the tool that I have in MS Paint, where, you know, I might start bringing it this way, and then I might split some of it here and some of it here to make resource A and resource B. So this might be we take iron and turn it into plates and rods. And then all of a sudden, I realize, oh man, I need screws. So what do? I maybe, like, fork some off this way to go to C, and you can already sense some ugliness happening when I need even more of thing A. Well, then what I might do is I might find another iron node, which is way over here, send it out to get split, and then I also make some A over here. And you're starting to see that there's these issues where I have, like, A being made in different places. Here, there might be 100% of the throughput of iron going to A. Here, there's only half of it going, and then so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. So, what I want to do is I actually want to think in an organized fashion about how I want to be transporting around resources. And this is a really simple idea that you can watch videos from Nilaus to get this idea. The idea is, and I'm actually going to put entry arrows here. Extend these this way. So the idea is, instead of having these isolated strips, you have a place where there's an entry point, where you bring in this red resource, and whenever you need it, you peel some off in a literal, like, 90-degree perpendicular to this. You start making thing A and thing B. And you're peeling things off from this infinite left to right tract. And then if all of a sudden I say to myself, hey, I need more red, what do? I put in a second line of red. And then, hey, if I need more and more red resources, I put in a third and a fourth line. So the idea is that then I can start pulling more off to make different resources. Like this. So this is the basic idea, is you kind of have this infinite left to right, where if you ever need more coming in, you just add another line here. So how am I going to go about making this? Oh, and then of course, you know, if I need blue and red to make a certain kind of resource that uses both of them. Well, red and blue combine together to make green, as you well know. As everyone who's studied colors know. All right, fine, I'll make it white so it's not so confusing. If I need two different resources, then I can peel each of them off in order to make this resource X. So this might be doing something like taking, I don't know, some iron and some copper and then producing what's needed in order to make some maybe advanced electronics, something like this. So here is how I'm thinking of constructing this mega factory here. This is what I'm thinking of doing here, which is where I'm going to have multiple floors, and the idea is that I'm going to draw floor 1 like this, and then we're going to draw floor 2, which is floating above it like this, and then we're going to have basically an infinite stack of floors, however many we need. Of course, I'll just kind of connect them like this. All right, the lines are okay. Let me just try to do some MS Paint cleanup. Perfect. And so here's like floor 1, floor 2, floor 3. And I want to have like a lot of space in between the floors, which is exactly what you're seeing that I'm constructing here. And what I intend to do is have floor 1 be where we do input and processing. So this is where I'm going to bring in raw ore and turn them into ingots here. And the idea is that if we call this the basic ingredients down here, when I need to make advanced ingredients, what I'll do is I will, and again, let's draw some like red and some blue tracks to represent these different resources. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull it up a floor and pull these up here, and this is where I'm going to combine them together to maybe make some new type of resource that lives up here. There we go. And then so maybe here on floor 1 is where we're doing basic processing, making ingots. And then on the second story, this is maybe where we're making slightly more advanced things like plates and rods and screws. And then maybe up here is where we're making even more advanced things like rotors. So then if I actually just take this and flip it on its side, this is where we'll actually have a whole bunch of like red resources moving this way and a whole bunch of blue resources moving this way. And then we're going to pull these upstairs. This is what I'm thinking of doing. This is how I'm going to do this. And now the other half of this is that actually I'm going to move this down here and delete this and put this like, say, hey, here's this here. Here's floor 1 again. But what I also want to do is, if, for instance, I need purple to do my own construction, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out of this entire building, and then I'm going to create another storage facility that's going to be off to one side. So then I can actually just bring the purple in here, and I'll have a multi-tier storage facility. So if I say to myself, hey, I need more red, I need more blue, which in other words would be I need more copper or iron or limestone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put more input points onto the first floor. So this is how I get more input into my mega factory structure. And if I need more advanced things built, I construct upward. And if I need more storage and more output resources, I'll output them to a storage facility that'll be to the side. So this is what this multi-story megastructure actually is. So soon enough, I'm going to be destroying this whole thing, and that's going to be our goal. Eridos, my question is, how would you allocate space enough to account for scaling up/expansion? So the idea is that if we come back to here, I want to make sure that the dimension, like X, Y, Z, I want to make sure that each dimension has a specific identity associated with it. Because if, for instance, on this first floor, if I want more lines in here, I will need to, let me not do the, let me invert how I'm going to explain this. If I need more advanced stuff, I go up on the Z-axis. If I need more overall inputs, like if I run out of space here, I'm going to go along the X-axis. I realize I said this wrong. If I need more advanced things, I go up on the Y-axis. If I need more throughput, I'm going to go on this axis. If I need more space for different components to be made, I'm going to go along the Z-axis. So right now, here are the sort of dimensions. Each dimension is handling one thing, which allows me to go, okay, cool. I now know that there's going to at least be some sensibility to this. Because you could, for instance, imagine, I'll draw it in this slightly darker color. Let's say this factory, I run out of space at this front line. I run out of space here, and I have no more room for inputs. What would I do? I would create a secondary factory that's the same design as before. Actually, I would just create this, set deeper into the Z, deeper into this axis towards the camera. I would just make another clone structure out back here. And then the inputs would still be fed in from the same way. Everyone says, well, if this is Unreal, then Z is up. No, if we're in 3 dimensions, XZ is the ground axis, and Y is what's closer to the sky. Period. Get out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense. So, there's a few things that we want to do right away. One thing that I've already set myself up to do is I've already set myself up to make sure that I have the ingredients to be able to build this factory at all. We're making lots of concrete bricks that we need to be able to make various parts of the flooring. We're making lots of plates. Alright, so let's get some of these puppies in here. And let's make sure that we're actually continuing to make biofuel in reasonable quantities. Let me pull this out. Oops, I see. So, in order to keep our factory fueling and running efficiently, I have no idea how to automatically create biomass generators, which I realize now is another puzzle that I'm going to need to do. No, I actually think I know the way to do this. Let me update our diagram. Oh man, I got here just in time. Let me think about something. Alright, so I think that I will also put power floors over here. My illustration is getting shitty. I'll put these sort of power stations here so I can sort of ring with these yellow power cables here, and then this is how power will feed in. So I'll treat power as having a certain... in a sense, power is its own bus coming in. So we've set ourselves up nicely for this, and the question is, we just want to make sure that we're making enough space. These walls have an aesthetic to them, but I'm actually thinking that this is not enough floor space. So I think I might actually tear down these ramps and actually build my factory quite a bit farther over to this way. So let's just start going. Build mode. Yeah, so let's... Got a hot tip for foundations. It's useful to know. Tell me, Ghosty. So I'm gonna say we are going to be mostly backseat free. Mostly backseat free. I would encourage you to think of your communication as not with me, but with each other. I don't like someone going, Sean, do this! Sean, do this! Sean! Sean, hey! Oh, God! Oops, I accidentally forgot to get my stuff. Like, I really hate when someone's trying to make me play specifically like them. But, ooh, I like pulling the bus this way. Ooh, I like doing this. Like speaking to each other is great. And if you want to do light ribbing, that's good, as long as it's lighthearted. Hold control to set a floor plate connected to the global grid lines. I think I did that when I placed them. I think I did do that. And if I didn't, then that's the way it is now. So we want to take this. Is this making biomass stuff? Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, this, and then we go. So then we want this to go to me. One, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I'll combine these together and just hold that on there. Good. You need more stuff, don't you, huh? Alright. Alright. So let's cut down some trees. Let's really set some good foundations for ourselves here, huh? Because here's an iron node, so we don't want to go any more over than this. I see a slug. Bob Ladres, is there a way to make the solid biofuel without manually removing the RSS? I don't know what RSS means. Why do we do it manually? Because I don't really give a shit. This whole factory over here is a temporary thing while I'm building up this puppy. Wish I could remove that rock. Achilles! Gifting us 10, Achilles. Oh, you little sweetheart. Hey, thanks for the support, Achilles. Or should I say Thunder Achilles? Anyone? Huh? Fully automated biofuels, thing of beauty. Yeah. There's no combat in this. Oh, there's combat.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
Criterium ore, huh?
Harvest.
That's not actually an ore node. Because then so basically the idea is that I will snake input lines underneath here to the front. Alright. Holy shit, what is going on here? Alright. I'm so glad there's not, like, mechanical engineering problems of, like, weight. think this is where I'm going to stop in terms of expanding the base floor. Yeah, so this is... I think I've actually maybe made this a little too large for how quickly I'm interested in beginning to actually play this fucking game. All right, well, where do I want my... Where do I want my floors to even be? Yeah, I think maybe I'll build it over here. Maybe. Baby. Right on top of this stupid fucking thing. Yeah, because then I'll have power coming through the other side. I think that makes a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and hit Q. Let's go to ramp. Yeah, so this will be the entry point here. And then I can have power lines kind of running down this way. FM Girl says, thanks once more for the amazing content, Sean, and inspiration for me as always. You are too kind. You're too kind, FM Girl. Dude, how are you doing this fine? Was it Thursday? Thursday. Zarathios has gifted us 5 Subarunis. Well, thank you, Zarathios. Dude, I am having such a nice time planning out and building mine empire. Alright. Is there a way to make a smaller foundation than this? Because I think that what I'll need to do is I'll need to make a outer sort of layer of... So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out this. And this is how we're going to do electricity. We're going to have this sort of off one. Because then... This is where I can sort of like a zipper. The way the teeth are kind of offset in a zipper. If I want power here, I bring in power from here up to this platform that I'm standing on. So let's make this go 1, 2, 3. Just 1 is fine. So the way to think about power is that I will have the input of power be here, and then I'll have a power pole that goes up to this side, and then up to here, and then up to this side, and then up to the 3rd story. And then in this way, we actually can evenly distribute the power. I don't know if there's, like, throughput issues with power, where it's like, oh yeah, one line can't actually have that much power going through it. Great, we're out of concrete. We're out of concrete.
Relaying message. Hello, this is Paternal Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Ooh. Ow. Ooh. Ooh. So we'll probably need another... Yeah, I think I'm seeing how I'm going to do this. All right, let's just make ourselves a ramp, shall we? Ooh. Great. Terrific. So we're going to tear these down in a second. But the thing is that I'm going to need some holes in here. Oops. Construction at a distance. Nice. Okay. So, what am I doing? I'm going to go like here, here, here. Nice. Alright, let's tear this down. So, we're actually going to need holes like this in order to transport up our stuff. So here's where I actually have just some general construction questions. So if I go to logistics, can I... Huh. So I can just do normal ones. Alright. Love how optional the support structures are. I know, right? I kind of like how the walls look. Like, aesthetically, they're very pleasing to me, but... Tearing this shit down, you fucking kidding me? No chance I'm gonna leave this garbage up. This is a perfect design choice. Like, literally, this is correct. Excellent. Do I need one more row here? I sure frickin' do. Look how fucking sick my whole thing is. Alright, I'm going to finish building the second story. And then I'm just going to chill here. So, it's a little more cumbersome to really build out in the way that I would in a game like Factorio. I shouldn't say a game like Factorio. I'm literally just comparing this directly to Factorio here. And noting that Factorio makes construction of some of this sort of thing a little easier. So I actually imagine that this hole will be sealed up. But, like, some holes like this probably make some sense here, right? So let's put another one there. Because, like, if I am... Because what's going to wind up happening is I'm going to have, like, inputs coming in here. And they're going to be getting produced, and they're going to be heading down in long lines this way. Alright, so this is good. Now, goodness, how are we going to do this? So I'm going to do just a quick biofuel run. Quick biofuel run. No. Biofuel drop-off, biofuel run. Let's get this. Okay. So, while my wondrous factory is working... Actually, how do I make these reinforced iron plates again? I just need a shitload of screws. Alright, I'm going to get a shitload of screws. And then I'm going to start drawing So that way you can hear ding, 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 ding. You see, I'm basically just building hordes of construction materials for when I actually shift everything over. So here's the design. So here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to... Where's properties? There we go. Perfect. So now I actually have a nice big old canvas. Alright, so... One of the issues in... when you have lines shooting through of, like, inputs, right? So let's actually create this input. And... How do I want to describe this? Alright, well, I'll do it like this, right? If you have 100 going through here, and then you have a splitter, where half goes this way and half goes this way, you obviously now have 50 and 50% going this way. And then you're going to have 25 and 25 going out after the following split. This is so hard to focus with this dang, 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 dang. So, the way that this sort of thing would work in Factorio is that you'd have a line go into a splitter like this. So, if you had something like 200 here coming in and, you know, 100 coming in here, this would merge together and then split again, so that way you'd have 150 here and 150 here. Because these two, I'll put it in red, this input point and this input point would correspond to this 200 and this 100. But then when it goes into this, it merges them together and then spits out half and spits out half. And so this, even though technically when players first play Factorio, they do it like this, right? Where they have just one line going into the splitter. So if this is 200, they're actually looking to split with 100 here and 100 here. So let me think here. So in this game, oh yeah, so this splitter was the tool in Factorio. So I'll leave out the Factorio example here. Back. So here in Satisfactory, we have something that takes one input and it sends out 3 outputs like this, heading out. So that's fucking weird. So what's a good way to do this? Because technically what I could do is I could just ignore this one. Fine. I think it seems totally reasonable. But it's only taking one input. And that, in my eyes, is the tricky thing. Is that it's only taking one input. So I guess the way that you'd have to do it is you'd have to have a merger of 2 coming in like this. So that way, in this example, if this is the 200 and this is the 100, then this would come out as fucking 300. And then you'd have another splitter going out like this. And that's how you get your 150-150 balancing. It seems kind of ugly, but then the problem is that we can only have so many conveyor belts here. Shit. This is actually... Okay, so here's how I actually think we can architect this. Here's how actually we can architect this, okay? I think that what we do is we have a top belt that okay, I think I think that this is right. I think that this is right. Okay, so I have some that are out nodes like this. And whatever's not needed here goes through. And then this is going to be an input node where things come in and go out like this. I think I do an alternation like this. And then what I can do is, so this one's going out. And I think there's going to be some, there's going to be kind of like a zigzag. Like this. I think that this will work. This will work. Because basically what winds up happening is, imagine that this top belt is my red resource going in. So what do I always want? I always want a shitload coming up here. I always want a shitload coming up here. Right? And okay, so actually so these two will merge together to form 100% throughput, right? Because assuming that there is 100% coming in here, we're going to get 50 coming this way and 50 coming this way. But then the question is, how do we actually make sure that, okay, so let me first highlight this area in green, right? So this is the basic input. I have a full line of some resource coming in, 100% of it. 50% goes up, 50% goes right. So right away, if I want to get to 100% being pulled off in some fashion, aka if I want a full belt's worth of a resource, that's what 100% means, then we need to make sure that this is 50. We also need to make sure that this is 50. But for this one that I'm drawing in green to actually be half a belt's worth of stuff, we need to make sure that critically this is at 100% capacity. We need to make sure that that's 100% capacity. So how can we make sure that this is actually good? Well, this is where this path up here matters. Because let's imagine for a moment that this is completely fucking clogged. Right? Yeah, so this is how we create a long snake going up. Nice. So basically, what this design does is this belt that I'm going to again, this is red is the color of the resource. So this blue belt, this is the mainline belt. What do I want out of this? I always want, if you ever pull from the blue that I've highlighted here, here's pulling from blue, here is pulling from blue. You want to be able to have like actually this would this get 100%? Yeah. If I pull here, I want to be able to restock later down the line. So what we need is we need these little green inputs that are restocking later down the line. So we're just constantly kind of feeding things in. And the reason it's going in diagonally like this is that after each pull point, technically I realize this is an erroneous statement. We don't actually need to pull this in here. The reason is, and I will... Okay, so I'm going to delete this. So everything I've just said is under an idealized case where this is under the assumption that this goes on infinitely. But this is actually going to hit a finite stopping point right here. And when it hits the finite stopping point, what's going to happen is that this is going to get backed up, this is going to get backed up, this is going to get backed up, which will actually allow 100% of a belt to go out this way. So this is it. So this is it. This is the game. This is how we do this. We do this snaky belt construction where we're going to zigzag in like this. And then all I need to do is just copy paste the zigzag, offset it by 1. Oh god, Despers. Alright. Alright, let me... Alright, excuse me. Excuse me. Meh. Hi. Oh my god. Are you coming to say hello to me today? Yeah, come here. Alright, she just wants to be pressed against me for a moment. No, 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 no. Hi. My god, look at my little baby. She just wants to be held. Oh my god. Hi. Ouch. Fuck. Alright. Desperado. Yeah, let's just rub the tummies. She wants to eat the cords. She does. So as a... Yeah, I really feel like... replacing Mark 1 belts with Mark 2 belts is going to be a pain in the ass. Is it? I'll need a lot of reinforced iron plates. Hi. In other words, is there... so this is an actual question. Replacing belts is super easy. You can replace in place. You just need the resources. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, we're going to do it. We're going to replace our belts. Isn't that great news? Look how darling this cat is. Look at these little white paws. Look at that little chin. Highlight old belt, it replaces with new. Literally 1 click to replace per belt section. Ugh, that's actually kind of a lot. I'm wondering if I can mass replace. Alright, so here we go. We're now going to want to make this zigzag structure. We're going to want to make this. Dana and the cat are starting to look alike. You want to give me chin scritchies? You want to give me chin rubs? See, I actually think we have a really good plan. And I think I figured it out because I'm a gamer. This part where you miss drones from Factorial. I'm sure they'll add them at some point. Okay, so let's come up with a simple plan. What do these require? These require cables and plates. Alright, we have a lot of those. We're just going to need lots and lots and lots of plates, huh? You gaming the shit out of this game? Dude, scoots. I literally just... I mathed out how to maximize belt pulling. Mm-hmm. Absolute gamer. Alright, so let's go through our usual order of things. Where is my orientation here? Alright, let's go ahead and grab some of this. Grab some of this. Let's go ahead and jump, and let's go ahead and grab some of this. Let's go ahead and split it, put in some of this. We're going to put in some of this. We're going to jump back here and make sure... Do we still have wood? Big wood energy? Great. Cadover gifting 5. Hey, thanks, Cadover. And Scoots, dude, Scoots, it is such a treat to see you. Click. Click, click. All right, I'd like you to have 50. I'd like you to have 42. Dude, Scoots, I was thinking about you the other day. Not just because you were literally fucking here, but because I was rewatching Aliens, and I remember watching Aliens with you. That movie is so good. It's probably my favorite movie. Probably my number one. A lot of great memories of that fucker. Dude, whoever thought of the Switch is just a god tier dev, man. Miss our chats, man. Dude, just fucking ping me on Discord. Such a life newbie lately, man. I'm such a life newbie. All I do is just hang out and chump it up, bruh. Oh, I've got some fucking cables. We can get together, Scoots, and have conversations like, oh yeah, those people? Yeah, they also don't know what they're doing. What the fuck? Why don't they know what the fuck they're doing? Fuck! Actually, I'm gonna pull this. Decade later, yep, still idiots. That's the way it is. For any of you who actually don't know this particular reality, I just want to share with you that no one's in charge and no one knows what they're doing. Big room for opportunity. So here's where the belts are going to get pulled in. And allow me to do some parkour here. You mean in-game or in real life? Oh, in real life for sure. In the game, I'm in charge, which is why everything's working out. All right, let's just make a kind of tiny third floor. Yeah, Zoopin is it, man. Does make things a little bit more difficult to read, but I'm sure it'll be easier when... No, dude, look at this. I'm just gonna... Oh, this is fine. Because then if I wanna go down, I just... Okay, so... Here's where we're going to be pulling, is in this sort of checkered spot. You know, I'm probably going to pull this out of the way. So, let's see here. So, what we'll probably wind up having is, let's see, what is this? We have a constructor. So here's where we're, going to make some... I don't think I need this anymore. Let's go ahead and go to production. This is an assembler. Ah. So the assembler's going to be on a higher story. All right, let's just make this on a 5, huh? Now, I'm actually curious what the actual size of these fuckers are. This is maybe the right way to do it, huh? Holy shit, I really gave myself just enough space, huh? So what we'll do is we'll have some smelters, right, that are just kind of like... Alright, so this is where we have just a long series of inputs. So it's like going to be one smelter per line. So... Dude, I thought my factory was fucking huge. It is just not that big, man. You know, I think I'm going to need a little bit more space to do this belt bullshit. So let's go ahead and peel these fuckers out of here. You know what? We'll probably have our final one. Oh, shit. Oh, what the fuck's just happening here? Leprechaun, 1,000 bits. Hey, Dan, I just finished Elden Ring. Who was the hardest boss, and why was it 2 dogs? The hardest boss was Melania Blade of Mikola, which I believe is the name of half the people here. Alright, so, the way that this is going to look is, let me see if I can... So, I'm actually going to do some logistics here. I'm going to put this on 8 and 9 for a moment. And actually, wait a minute. How do I... let's see here. Okay, so, how do I... See how this says 1? Can I get, like, a secondary hotbar in this? Control, scroll. How do I do this? Alt, scroll. There we go. Alright. Nice. So now I'm going to hit Q. And I'm going to say that you're going to be 4 and 5, actually. So this is a splitter, huh? This is where we'll peel from. Alright, so here's our first one. And yeah, I think I also want conveyor belts Mark 1. Let's go to here and hit Q and do conveyor belt. Do I actually want the Mark 2s? Oh, these just require plates, so I'm just going to do this, right? So here is where... Hello? And I had to click a lot of times. Alright, so this is where we have this little split. Get out of here. Well, hello, Sheriff. Oh my god, look at this. We've been blessed. So then what we're going to do is we're actually going to have a merger. It's a conveyor merger, so... Do I want to give it a little space? I mean, probably not, huh? You know, I am going to give it a little space. This is my factory. I don't give a shit. Conveyor merger. Alright, so this has one out. Let's actually make there be a little bit of space, right? Just for aesthetic reasons. I want to see shit moving in this factory, you know? So now what we do is we connect these like this. So this is coming in. And then we're going to try to get it the same number of ticks away. So this is a splitter. 1, 2. I think I did it 2 ticks away. Oh, that looks pretty equidistant, huh? So, 1, 2. Yeah, no, I got this owned. Oh my god, dude. This is incredible. This is incredible. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to repeat this. We have one splitter, because a splitter is an output zone. We have one splitter per smelter. So this is a splitter. We don't want a splitter. We want a merger now. 1, 2, boink. 5. 1, 2. Merger. 1, 2. Splitter. 1, 2. And that's good, because now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 splitters, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 smelters. Yeah! Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Frost Uncle says, hello, police. I'd like to report a merger. This is great. This is where I wish I could copy-paste. Out 1, out 1. All right, great. So, this is perfect. This is actually, bizarrely, you're not going to believe it when I tell you this, but this is perfect. You want to tell Sean about the copy-paste feature? Yeah, what's the copy-paste feature? Okay. This will go faster now that I can do this. Great. All right, so you will all understand soon enough the UI for this is fucking god tier. This UI UX is fucking incredible. Like, this is... I would not be able to do this otherwise. All right. Pasting this in, pasting this in. Oh my god, dude, the fact that this snaps is incredible. All right, you're gonna see some serious incroyableness coming up here soon. Alright, how do I get a bird's eye view of this? Okay, video game. Alright. I like this. So, first things first, we want to make sure that each thing feeds into the one in front of it. This is important. So, and then I want each... I think each splitter only plugs into one. Yeah. Okay. No, I got it. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna connect. I could technically make these things closer, but I don't really want to. I want to have a little space so I can see my little factory at work. This is so fucking clever. I need to fucking puke. I'm like so happy. I'm so happy that I just sat down and thought, figured this shit out. So this is a splitter, so we want to be able to feed this one. This is a merger. I don't give a shit about that. So this is a splitter. Yeah, see this one feeds going up. This one will feed going up. Feed going up. Feeds going up. Feeds going up. Great. And then we'll have this kind of diagonal pattern. So every other one creates connection. So it's always the splitters that are feeding up into the mergers. So let's try to get a bird's eye view of this. So, let's see, it should be mouth, 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 and then mouth, right? There's 4 of them. Right? There's 1, 2, 3 should be there. I should see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I should see 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. All right, really good. But now I'm fucking tired. I have to do this shit twice. Fucking hell. What's the output from a single smelter? It's 30? I thought a smelter was 60. Fuck me. Really? Fuck. Alright. Well, very well, you know. Sometimes it fucking sucks to, you know, fucking be alive. That's okay. My life. Smelters are 60 in, 30 out. Well, all right. So we're going to need a splitter. We'll need a merger and then a fucking splitter. Get the fuck out of here, man. All right, let's make fucking make a splitter here first, I guess. No, because this is going to... All right, hold on. My brain fell apart. So what we're going to need is we're going to need 2 smelters feeding into this one. 2 smelters feeding into this one. 2 smelters feeding into this one. So what we'll need is a single merger guy. And I'm actually going to step these back a bit, so that way we don't confuse them with the main bus bullshit. How the fuck do I want to do this shit? Because here's the thing. There's actually like a... I'm actually going to need to like go... Oh my god, are we going to need to do... Alright, well, the factory grows. Fuck. Alright, so... If I actually want to have like a smelter... Doing some good shit. Alright, so dirt. Here he is. I might have to fucking stack these fuckers on top of each other. Alright, so here's the thing that I'm realizing I didn't account for. So, let's give myself some more space here. So, what I didn't account for is that I said that we would have inputs coming in here. And then here's where all the belts would be. Here's where more advanced processing would be. Here's even more advanced processing. But the thing that I didn't account for is if we look at just floor 1, right? So let's assume that we have just some red bands like this doing this sort of thing. We might actually need like several smelters out here. Because what if these make it 15 a minute, right? What if these make it 15 a minute? Then all of these are going to need to feed in and get merged into one belt. So there's a couple ways, there's a couple ways that we could think about doing this. One is, I have a stack of inputs outside. I'm trying to think of how to make sure that we can maximize the amount of stuff going into these belts. That shit's fucking tricky. Shit is fucking pain in the ass. So what we could do is we could actually just say there's no processing that's done on this first floor. All the processing winds up happening on the second floor. That might actually be better. Right, I just say, yeah, there's just however much it produces. So I think that, like, I mean, the whole reason I made this ridiculous looking fucking thing is so that once you get to the end, it's just maximum amount of stuff. I need to think for a moment. I think I actually am okay with doing all my processing up on the higher levels. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. Going back to drawing helps me a lot. Yeah, because I think that what I'm going to do is say to myself, no. I think I will just have a single smelter at the front of each thing. Alright, so we just keep putting smelters in. The thing is that now I'm doubting this design, because this creates a diagonalization problem where the ones that are closer to this side Is there a better way to fucking do balancing in this fucking game? It doesn't actually feel like... I really want load balancers, but I don't think I get them. You know what? I'm going to stick with my design, because I feel fucking cool as shit, man. So I think that there is an argument to be made that for this very first line, we might want to make sure that we can actually handle 100% load. Hogwarts, as you said, Smelter was 60-30, but it's 30-30, in case that's what you're worried about. Yeah, I'm worried about something quite different, my friend. I'll actually show you what I'm concerned about. So, is this thing attached? What in the fuck just happened here? Actually going to destroy all these because I don't know if they work. I'll assume that they need to be redone. Okay, so if I look at this, this takes in 30, produces 30. So in other words, I only get half a belt worth of stuff, and I want 100% of a belt worth of stuff. 100% of a belt is 60. This is my whole problem, is that belts can handle 60 per second, and I want all my belts to have full throughput. So this is a good input for full belts. And that's the issue, is that we're not going to have full belts. So the question that I am faced with is how do we get full belts? How do we actually get full belts? How do we do this? And I actually feel like the answer is that the factory has to grow. So we can now actually describe what the assumption problem was. The assumption problem was that we just have full belts coming in here. And if you have full belts, we have this design where we're vertically pulling things off full belts. We have this design where we are rebalancing to make sure that we're actually pulling from the loads properly, and that we're rebalancing so that way, as we're pulling, we have full belts. But the problem that the assumption error that I made was that we would have full belts coming in for red and full belts coming in for blue, and we do not necessarily have that. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to like back build this structure and kind of have like a larger amount of processing than I had anticipated. Oh fuck! Is it possible to actually move this shit down easily, or am I gonna have to rebuild all this bullshit? Fuck. Alright, well, let's assume that's gonna get rebuilt, huh? So let's actually think about a good way to do our smelting. Alright, so I'm just gonna place one of these down. Can these easily be built on top of each other? How tall is this fucking thing? Oof. Shit. Shitty, shitty crap shit. Oh my goodness. Shrinking Eel says, Dana, can you please explain why you need full belts? Sure. So, technically, we could say, yeah, what if these were half belts, right? What if these were half belts? And then so everything that makes it to the second floor is a half belt. You'll notice that what if, like for instance, let's say there's 30 resources getting put on here. It can transport 60 a minute, but only 30 minutes coming in. So let's say that there's another process up here that takes in 30 and produces 15. Takes in 30 and produces 15. So that's another halving of the belt throughput. So really what I want at all points in time is I want 100% coming in, and then there's some process that will produce some N% full belt. Maybe half, maybe full, maybe a quarter, something like this. So I want to have a way to adequately remerge shit together again, and I didn't account for that. So in other words, there is a one-off problem right now of, oh, all my smelters will produce half a belt worth of stuff. But when I start getting to higher floors and I start getting to multiple production things, I wind up with the exact same pickle again. Shit. Do storage as buffer zones? Doesn't solve the problem. Doesn't solve the problem. Yeah, and to be clear, here is the... If I come back to here, what is this structure that I'm circling in green? What is this structure trying to do? This structure is a generic way to have a factory that can scale up and out based upon whatever it is that I want to collect, based upon whatever it is that I want to produce. It's a generic solution for stuff. And what I'm realizing I'm lacking is a generic solution for something that takes in a full belt and produces a partial belt. In other words, I need to have... It feels like I need to have multiple stories of smelters now. In order to feed shit in. Because, for instance, let's say I spaced these out, so that way I could have 2 smelters here. Brenrick says, is Day 9 spending 6 weeks keeping his factory perfectly extensible? I'm unfortunately in the situation where it isn't extensible at all. Yeah, because I'm feeling like I need to have like a vertical stack of smelting happening right now. Here's what I'm actually thinking. I'm thinking that this entire thing that I'm doing needs to just be on the second floor. I think that's the solution. Hold left control. Joyce, have you considered smelting where the ore is mined instead of in the factory? That just puts the same problem. Hold control and mouse over stuff to multi-select, so... Yeah. Oh, I see. I do this. Deleting sections of the floor. Oh, I see. I can just do it like this. So I can tap left control. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. Ooh. What? Oh yeah, I hit F again. My brain is melting. Alright, so left click. Okie dokie. So let's put in one of these. So how do I actually want to do this? So I suppose that what I would say is that I eventually want to have so I think that I just want lines of full materials. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just say, all right, well, here's where inputs start, right? Here's where Input City is. Input City can extend all the way off into the distance. Let's try to get this semi-lined up. Now, as a question about conveyor beltons. So, all right, I have some questions. If I am to all right, so I need to make a conveyor pole. So if I went like... I want to see if I can kind of get one over the top of these guys. Yeah, my brain is spinning with trying to solve for stuff. Can I actually fit a conveyor belt in here? So will it actually let me build? I'd recommend a different approach. No, I'm having a blast right now, Sonic Raptor. Right now, I'm having a blast. All right, so if because what I'm thinking is, how do I create enough space between these to allow for more resources to flow through? I think maybe just literally adding one extra tile in there. I want to see if I can... So it looks like I actually just need one extra tile of space. Okay. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Alright, so we're going to lock... You're going to hold that sweet, sweet control button. This first one, I actually don't want to be perfectly flush. Yeah, that's good. Now, see how it's flush? I'm actually going to give it... Yeah, I'm going to make it on the right side of these. There we go. Nice. Fuck yeah. So this is how we're going to do shit. And then we're going to deconstruct this. So our goal is now... Yeah, I think we're going to have lines coming this way and then being pulled up here. And then I think we actually want them to do this. Okay. So what we're going to have is we're going to have these smelters, frankly, just as needed. Build shit. All right, so where's our miner? What's going on here? Oh, I need to knock this out of the way. All right. Is it okay now, Ghosty? I'm trying something different today with this, with our little technology. Alright, so... any direction for this is fine. Alright. Alright, and so it begins. Whoa, whoa. Alright, and I will ride my creation in. Alright. So, we're then going to... so this is another... this is iron, right? Alright, so let me... bang, bang, bang. So this will produce... this produces 30 per minute. And so, what I want to do is I want to try to find where my scanner thing is. Where is iron ore? So I go to my map. This is impure. I'm hoping this is impure. Nice. So this allows me to... so then these are going to go into here. You know, actually this is fine. Because now these guys are going to make my ingots 30 per minute. 30 per minute. They're both receiving 30 per minute. So we'll have some... and at this input layer... this is where I can go to the merger and say, it comes out this way. And I can just plug this in here. Plug this in here. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. So I think that I'm actually going to do something a little different than I intended here. I think what I'm going to do is, just go ahead and delete this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my first floor take in inputs like this. And then what we'll do is we'll have various merged lines and things kind of going like this. Kind of coming together and going this way. And then what I'll do is I will actually have these curl up like this. And let's draw the second story in this darker color. So I think that I need to view this as like a processing floor where, you know, here's where my iron will come up. And then if I need more copper lines, yeah, I think this is how we're going to do this. Let's have this puppy just come out to, I don't know, here. And then if I really want way more of these, I can just add more smelters in here. So we can just, like, literally, like, right here where I'm drawing, I can add more smelters, because these are all just going to get pulled up pretty immediately. Actually, can I just do this? Okay, there's some other things. What is this conveyor? Stack pole. How does this work? Okay, so I'm actually just going to put this... Nice. Okay. So let me actually go to this menu Q, and then let me make this. Let's try to make you 1 down here, and we already have our mergers and stackers. Let me make you 2. So what if I think that's high enough. What is going on here? Okay, so this actually this is too tight. Okay. My god, it does take quite a while to do stuff in this game. Goodness. So this is a merger, so the merger will output here, huh? Nice. Okay. So now this will carry stuff up. Yeah, so this is kind of how things are going to go. So now we can actually have these really clean iron lines just pouring in. Alright. So this is how we're going to first get some iron going. What the fuck do we want to do about copper here, huh? I mean, I'm quite pleased just looking at this. I'm like so... I'm kind of sitting here and I'm like, I got a lot of shit I gotta start doing here, huh? Alright. Fucking Jeezy Louise. And lo and behold, 2 hours has passed. Alright, so... So let's see how I want to do this. Two hours for 2 smelters and some belts. Fuck yeah! Error IKTTV. No, this is fine. It's fine. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty glonky. Alright, let's get the... I hate trees. Alright. Oh, very well. Alright. So... we're going to need to move some of our schmeltefish. How do I want to do this? Okay. Get that biomass. Okay, so first floor is just going to be Smelter City. We're just going to have smelters going every which way, flown into every which fucking thing. First floor is going to be spaghetti as fuck. But the rest of the factory is going to be beautiful. So, let's ask ourselves. All right, what is a... N is a... what is this thing? All right. Let's find out stuff. Ooh. Alright, so we need... Okay, so we're going to need to make... how do I get it to show me how to make these things? Okay, so here's an actual question. I don't know how to figure out what the name of this thing is, and therefore figure out how to make it. Is the only place where I can find that right here? How do I just discover N in search? I don't know what it's called. Open codex with O. Great. Smart plating. So this will therefore require Screws, rods. So I'm going to make this up on the 3rd story. Holy fuck. Alright, so we only really need iron to make this first goal, which will be satisfying. Okay. So let's actually get a couple lines of iron in here. Let's actually just begin this process, alright? Iron. Impure, impure, normal, normal. Alright, let's go for these ones. Is this the right direction? Yeah. Let me go ahead and remove this. Remove stamp, remove stamp. Oh my god, we're gonna make this thing beautiful today. Make a big, organized, beautiful factory. Our goal is to get our factory up and running with regards to this other stuff. All right, here's 1 and 2. Perfect. So we're going to go down to Alt-1. Then we're going to build one of these. Oh my god, I need a portable fucking miner. Ugh. Alright. Very well. I will say, it's kind of nice to wander around in first person. There is a joy of going from A to B in first person that I feel like you just don't get in top-down. Alright. Okay. English for teleporting. What I want is a car. I want a car, baby. You know, let's make a couple of these, because I'm gonna forget. Oh my god. Oh, the joys of how fucking long this takes. 3, 4. So you can crash into your power lines? Hell yeah, brother. Now you're speaking my language, baby. You know what? I hope the factory shuts down. Sincerely, I hope it. Should go shut down. I have a full inventory. I'm tired of this shit. So I have a real-life, legitimate gamer question for y'all. Can you run out of resources at any of these nodes? It looks like the answer is no. They are infinite. Much like my intellect. Minor. Minor. Okay. right. All right. So many conveyor belts. This is perfect. Alright, let's go from here to like there. Alright, so there it is, Smelter City, baby. I love my little conveyor belts going over this shit. Dude, it feels really good to just raise it up. Hell yeah. Bang. Excellent. Now to get that power working. Woo! Woo! This is definitely belt crimes. What is belt crimes? What is this ridiculous idea of criminal activity? I don't see any time police coming in. Like, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, see, it's supposed to be ugly going in, and it's supposed to be beautiful once we get the end. Oops. So we can actually have this smelter be flush with this one. We can do another little smelter belter party here by doing one here. What we're going to do now is we're going to make a... Because one of these takes in... To make iron, takes in 30, produces 30. This takes in 30, produces 30, but there's 60 coming on each of these belts. So what we need to do is we need to make a... splitter. Oh, dude. Perfect. So now we're actually producing some good amount of this stuff. Yeah, hell yeah. And see, we don't really care, gosh, about much of anything in life at this point. Oh, yeah. I think that this is fucking incredible. And what we're going to do is we're going to build another one of these pukers. We need a little bit of space here. Alright, so... 1, 2, 3. 2 should be good. Yeah, 2's a great amount. I think I fucked that up. Sure did. Alright, so let's make you. 1, 2. Doink. 1, 2. I can't fucking afford it. What's the reasoning for leaving space between belts? I just want some space. That's about it. It's literally it. I just want things spaced a little bit. Space is generally good to have, I think, in a game like this. Generally good to have. Fucking cool, dude. 1, 2, click, and up. Damn. And, like, for instance, in this way, if for some reason... Actually, can I fit one in between here? Yeah, see, I can actually fit a whole one in between there if I wanted to, like, really triplicate down. Or duplicate on this shit. So, things that we don't really have any power here. We need to start getting a power grid going on all this stuff. So how do I actually want to do power? I don't actually know how to do fuel. Let's create a little power grid here. That'll connect over to there. Alright. So let's make fucking, what is it called? A burner? Power? Biomass burner? Power pole, Mark 1. Alright. Alright, I actually don't know where I'm going to place those. I want it to be semi-pretty, but I don't really need it to be that fucking pretty. Yep, that's fine. So, I wonder if I can get some automated biomass shit going down. Need one more. We'll need one more biomass burner. Just gonna... Oh, this fucking rock. Alright, that's fine. I will just build it right here. Okay, video game. Okay. Alright, video game. What the fuck is going on? Nice. Alright, cool. Alright, let's make another biomass burner. Biomass burners even have, like, a conveyor belt slot to them? It's like the answer to that is no. Alright, so... let's pull these things off. I mean, this is producing something. We're getting something made here. Alright, so then we're going to go power pole. So this is how this little connecty pole thing that I'm going to be doing over here is useful. And so you can do you. Hell yeah. Alright, so both of you are going into here. We'll just get you going on up. We'll get you going on up. Alright, so everyone's, like, kinda able to do stuff. Huh. Oh, fuck. What is going on with this? Alright. Oh my god, what is going on with this belt? Did I just not connect it? Oh, that would be rich. FR Tori says, this is satisfactory. I mean, I can see this now. I can see this clear as day. Did I just not fucking connect? See, this is red. Oh. It literally just was not even connected. Huh. I think, maybe, possibly. This says... How do I tell if it has no power? Oh my god, I need a faster form of transportation so badly, dude. See this? What the fuck is this doing here? Probably has power. Alright, there it's red. Great. Yeah, so I actually... That feels a wee bit like a bug, where if something... Well, not a bug, but like a quality of life thing. If... it was originally not connected, which is why it wasn't turning on, but then when I connected it, the light didn't show up red to indicate that there's no power. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're going to get this bullshit. We're going to give me this. I'm going to say, let's go back, select the recipe. Let's say, there's some biomass wood. No, biomass leaves. Some leaves in there. Give me this. Let's do this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Fucking hell. Oh no, we're using too much fucking power. Oh my god. Ah! Alright, so, I need to make another fucking burner, don't I? Alright. Perfect. Can't even tell I don't know what I'm doing. Let's connect you to... There we go. And there we go. Found any other way to make power? We sure fucking haven't, man. It has been a pain in the butt. You know... Here's what I'm gonna fucking do. What I'm gonna do is offensive, even to me. Let's build an assembler. Let's build an assembler. And 4 fucking rotor boater motors. Alright. Okay, so while I'm getting this fucking factory built, what is it that I'm actually trying to do? I'm trying to make this microchip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making some rotors. Because if I want to make these smart plates, I need these things. So I'm actually going to use the restroom, and I'm going to start banging out some... God, I need nothing but screws. Holy shit. I'm going to use a restroom. I'm going to produce some of these. And then I'm going to get an assembler to begin working towards making these 50, because I really want to get to the next tier so I can move faster. I'll be right back. I'm going to use a restroom. God, do I need screws. I need so many screws. Give me my damn screws. I'm back. It's time to get screwed. Get screwed, day 9. Yeah, let me tell you, this game, things happen a lot more slowly. We're just going to do some banging. Don't mind me. It's banging time. Big banging day 9. I think we're going to need 50 of these. What do we need to make this equipment? We need, for smart plating, we need 50 and 50, huh? Alright. Bang, 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 bang. Alright. We're going for 50. We're going for a thrifty 50 of these. And then we're going to go for 50 reinforced iron plates. And I'm going to set an assembler down to produce these 50 fucking smart plates. I'm offended by this. Good. Glad. I'm over the moon about it. Alright? Because there's a huge issue. There's 2 huge issues. One is an emotional issue. I'm tired of being so slow. Okay? Tired of being so slow. Second thing that I'm feeling... Second thing I'm feeling is that power is a huge issue. Power is a huge issue. Wait. I already have 50 of these. I don't need any more. Yeah. Hell yeah, brother. So here's what we're going to do. This thing has too many connections to it. Here's my dirt pole. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to just make an assembler. How do I clear this? Let me just... Logistics, storage. There it is. 2 a minute? Jesus Christ. Outstanding design, Sean. Thank you, Tibelius. Thank you. I could tell that you'd be someone who'd really appreciate. I'm just wandering around with about 1,000 screws in my pocket. Alright, rotor. Bang them out! Alright, good. What can you see? You can see the vacuum cleaner back there? Yeah. Alright, I think that's good. That's good. Alright. So much concrete getting made. Oh, thank God. Alright, so we should be getting some smart plates in there. This might be reasonable to do. Right, just while we wait. Actually, fuck this. Did I actually give myself enough space? Fuck no, I didn't, dude. Hell no, I didn't. This is why I really want to get to the next level of power. This is why I really, really want to get to the next level of power. This is why I want to get to the next level of power. Rando Dave, I have no idea where... Hell yeah, brother. I have no idea where that's coming from. I don't have a single clue. I never fucking hooked it up. Alright. Congratulations, you're online. Well, my factory assembly is going kind of slow, but that's alright, because we've built a lot of things. Macho Man Randy Savage. That might be it. I don't know. I don't know. It is fun to say. That's about what I know. Here, because, I mean, this is the bottleneck that I'm experiencing right now. Whoops. Go over here. Give me your fuel. Give me your fuel. Fuel. Give me this. Give me that. Right click, right click, right click. Alright, let's 25 each. You're good. You're good. You could use some more. You have nothing. I mean, this is... Oh my god. I mean, this is really excruciatingly painful. I mean, really, I'm at the point where I just kind of want to fucking wait for my assembler. Dude, it's producing this shit so fucking slowly, man. Oh my god, we have 4! Oh... Jesus Louises. Alright, well. Alright, let's make a second one. Production. We're making an assembler. I don't have enough I don't give a shit anymore, man. So here's what we're probably gonna do. I mean, like, all this power is dead. Like, I don't care. Alright, let's chop down trees. Alright. Vroom, 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 vroom. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was one every 2 minutes. We gotta build a second one of these fuckers, then. I hate trees. Bow, 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 bow. Yes. Oh my god, it's just like so hard. I mean, it physically hurts for me to continue to do this. I gotta automate this whole fucking thing in a sec here. I gotta automate all this stuff. I was trying to... Oh! It fucking hurts, man. Alright, let's just start. Let's bang them out. Icarus flew too close to the sun. Am I Icarus in this metaphor? In this metaphor? Alright. I'm gonna build a fleet. Alright, let's make some of these fuckers. Dude. Perseus eventually the fuckers catch up to you. Dude, it's not like they catch up to you. It's like you go, I think I want to cut a corner. And the corner goes, no. No, not a chance. Also, in case it wasn't clear, go fuck yourself, Sean. I'm like, alright, fine. Fine. Oops. Assembler. Good there. Let's go down to this. Okay, let's make a... Snap to grid has never been more confused in its entire fucking life. How do I elevate something? All right. Oh, fuck. All right, seems good. This and this. Ouch. Alright, so we're making some chips. Looks like I have 13. Alright. 13 of them. Alright, so we're going to create ourselves Power City. Electricity. Where the hell is the nearest power pole? Hello? Hello? Really good. Okay. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a piece of storage that's gonna be like... This is all temporary, okay? Storage. Coming out of the storage, we're gonna have a constructor. What do I need? I need... Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go bang on my plates. This is hell. This is actually hell. I mean, this power thing... Jesus, this is fucking awful. I'm not even gonna fix the power over there. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make plates. This is what... You chose to tune into me. That's not on me. Alright, can make a constructor. It's gonna take wood. Turn the wood into biomass. And the biomass is gonna get turned into biofuel. It's gonna get put into storage. Alright. Nothing's working, which is as intended. Pretty good moves here, huh? So, there's a constructor. This constructor is going to go feed into a constructor. Which then going to feed into storage. This constructor is going to take wood biofuel. No. Solid biofuel, okay? 60 a minute. This is going to take fucking wood. It's going to turn into biomass. Then we're going to dump wood into this fucking thing. So now these are all joined together as one big happy family of power generation. But what we're going to do, critically, why are these both going in? It's not very bright, is it? Okay. So now there's not as much of a power burden. I'm going to go take my chainsaw. Do I have any biofuel on me? 122. Good. I'm going to go cut some trees down. Then I'm going to move all my power generation to this new facility. My God. I mean, this was some pain that the game put me through. I didn't want to be in this pain, but the game made me. It made me feel it.
Comply.
Lanu says, the gameplay. Oh, this is some pain play for sure. Some pain play for sure. Alright, let's get these trees down. Okay, okay, I'm actually feeling it. Let me see it. Let me see it. I want to see it. There it is. Which wood do I have? 50? Oh, I have 250. Okay. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to put this fucking... Is there any more wood in here? That's biofuel, solid biofuel. All right, here we go. Everyone loves biofuel. Get your biofuel. Okay, so let's do another little burner trip here. Let's get some of you in there, some of you in there. All right. Okay. Has got a question. Might want to say a few words on above from Dradog about motivation and tasks at work. Dude, Dradog, paste it in again. Paste it in again. Okay, so let me... Is 8, conveyor merger. Alright, so let me... Okay, so let's make a... Merger is gonna exit this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another train of this shit over here. Okay, so we go alt down. Alright, so. Alright, Dradog, let me build this shit out real fast. Constructor here, which feeds into a constructor here. How many does it make? It makes biofuel 60 per force. I don't even know if these ratios are correct, but I'm just going to do it. Leaves. Alright, so now we're getting these, and last but not least... Alright, let me set up my fucking power bullshit real fast here. Alright. Almost done, dog. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Right click, right click, right. Oops. Right click. So now all my biofuel gets produced in here by the handful. Then I can have all my fucking creation of energy over here in whatever weird, fucked up kind of thing this thing is. And I can make many burners. Ooh, alright. Oh my god. We don't have enough plates. Haha. Alright. Let's what did your dog ask about? What is it? How do you do a work-related task you're completely unmotivated to do? Like, you know the task is related to feeding the CEO/owner's ego, it's not important, doesn't stretch your skills, give you any new creative opportunities. I'm just sitting here, planning dock open, thinking how much I hate this. Yeah, I mean, that is a tricky one. That is a tricky one. So, what we'll do is we'll go collect some leaves, cut some stuff down, and then, wander on back, making sure that we can actually address this. Uh-oh. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up, and this is just going to be Biomass Burner City. So, you know, I think that, so I talk a lot about discipline. I talk a lot about, you know, it's important to make yourself just get up and do the shit, right? You don't want to be in a situation where you're waiting for motivation to strike you and stuff like this. But I think that there's something that I don't talk a lot about, that I think is equally important, if not barely more important, which is I like to have some stuff that I'm thrilled and excited about that has nothing to do with, or maybe only, excuse me, sweetheart, I gotta get you out of the way of the monitor. Something that gives me motivation outside of the thing that I'm currently, that might be a bit of a drag. So, I'll talk about something I've talked about before. There was a period of time where I was demotivated by playing Hearthstone. I just was not enjoying Hearthstone that much. Not because I think the game sucks. I fucking love Hearthstone. But there was an audience that wanted to watch me play. I couldn't really think of another game that I wanted to do alternatively. And it was like, man, I'm not really that in the mood to play Hearthstone. Now, there is problem solving I would do with respect to that task.
Harvest.
Now, some of you are like, oh, well, you're still just playing a game that you really enjoy. I mean, pick a game that you think you hate. Now, imagine having to play it like 6 hours a day, every single day, and if you don't get to eat food. Like, there's a different kind of dislike that can come up with when you have, like, this sort of task that you don't want to keep doing. So, there were ways that I would keep myself entertained by picking interesting decks, being more conversational when I played.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Dude, I don't even know what this guy's trying to tell me to do. Sweetie. But the big thing that actually helped me get through this is Mecha Sasquatch's necessity is the greatest motivator. I think that is total bullshit. I think it's excruciating. That's all there is to it. No amount of motivation is actually involved in any of those situations. For me, at least. But the bigger thing, bigger than any other problem solving that I would do to try to make that feel good, was that I had little projects that excited me on the side. Not like big, super huge financial, like, oh my god, this is going to get me out of this bind. Because when it comes to streaming, really, I eventually transitioned over to Magic, which made me a lot happier. But for me in that situation, the fact that I had other little programming projects I was excited about, or you may have seen me in a situation talking a lot about, talking about machine learning, going deep on machine learning, trying to program my own little LSTM networks, trying to train my digital farmers.
Picking up multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Dude, I really wish these notifications would shut up. So I think that if you're having some dislike for, you know, some sort of task that feels not that useful, a little annoying, a little dumb, something I might suggest doing is trying to come up with something unrelated to the task, outside of work, some sort of exciting opportunity, some sort of exciting work to be done. Leaves, 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 leaves. That gets you really excited. Wood, wood, wood. And I think that by doing that, I should have been doing this a million years ago. I think by doing that, it will make those days at work feel less bad. Because again, if I am like, ooh, I'm playing some Hearthstone. I'm not having the most fun playing Hearthstone. I'd rather be doing other things. I have other interests in my mind. I have other stuff in my brain that I find more compelling. Hey, that's alright. I'll just put in some work. Put in some hours doing the Hearthstoning. And I would feel suddenly way more excited to get off work. For that reason. So that would be one thing I might consider. Oh, hi. Hello, sweetie pie. We've done it. We've done some automation of stuff. So let's see, I have 4 biomass burners there, so let me just make... Oh yeah, I need plates. Because I think that, like, the times in my life when I have felt the worst is when I felt like all I was doing was doing streaming that I wasn't enjoying very much, and then doing entertainment to try to get me back and doing streaming. Right? It was like a negative activity and recovery from the negative activity, and that's it. And, I mean, this is a bit of a trivializing statement, but it's like I was looking for something that was actually more positivity creating in me. What is my satisfaction? Capacity is 340 megawatts. Great. You got a kitty tummy here. Fuck. Guess won't let me delete those ones. Yeah, because I mean, if I were in your position, where I was having a really grindy, terrible job situation, like, let's imagine that you had a really long-term project or long-term hobby that was really fulfilling and really exciting. Alright, so, Q, biomass burner. Or even more broadly, like, encroaching another's clearance. Oh, I see. One. Or even if you're, like, trying to learn programming, so that way you can get a job somewhere else being a programmer. Those are the kind of things that I actually find are really thrilling and exciting and motivating. Because in that sort of situation, I would feel like, man, I'm having a bad day. This sucks. Let me go home and relax. And hey, now I'm starting to feel relaxed. Let me put some energy into my long-term, exciting, positivity creating plan. Which, I mean, if you're working full-time and you got kids, it might, in a literal sense, feel like, dude, fucking, when am I going to have the time and the hours to do that? Where is this invented time that you're referring to, Sean? And to that, I would say, for me, I need rotors. Rotors. Reinforced plates and rotors. Reinforced plates and rotors. Wait, this should mean that I actually have enough. Oh, shit. We're doing it. Yeah, even if, like, you can't actually make that much progress on it, just the reframing of the thinking about it, I find personally makes me feel way more at ease with things. Like, for instance, there was a period of time where I had a programming project. I like to use this example because there's always been a time where I've done that. If I had said, okay, well, I want to work on a platformer, just a simple movement-based platformer, just have fun with it. Even if I could only do 20 minutes a week on this, even if I only could do 20 minutes a week on it, or even if there were weeks where I didn't do anything on it, it still made the weeks where I did nothing feel like, that's all right, I just got through the week, so then I can eventually get back to my programming thing. Wait, how do I do this? Complete. Do I gotta go over here to do it? Now that is a completely different question, or a completely different problem from hey. I want to see this shit. It's a completely different problem from how do you get your boss to stop assigning you stupid work. Complete phase 2. Jesus Christ. Yeah, because like you were just talking about doing the mostly walking wiki, that's the sort of thing that feels like a personal task. Like, ooh, I want to just kind of do this for fun. And I think those things have been very motivating for me. But especially now that you've, like, crested past the execution of that. Vehicular transport. Fuck yeah. Coal power. Fuck yeah. Dude, this is what I'm going to be researching. We'll make 150 of these fucking things? Interesting. Foundry smelts 2 resources into alloy ingots. Huh. Can be automated to pick up and deliver resources at truck stations? Oh, trucks or trains? Okay, so this is the thing that I actually want. I can smash out these, and what do these require? Plates and screws, baby. Audio really just went out of whack. That, if it really went crazy, it might actually get good all of a sudden. Select recipe. I want you to make reinforced plates. Bada, bada. You make these. Bada, bada. You make reinforced plates. Bada, bada. All right. All right, so here's the plan. We're going to go to Tier 3. We're going to research coal power. We're about to be able to do that, so I'm actually just going to do that, and then we're going to take a break. Can't fucking afford it. Oh, whoops, I accidentally put all my things away. Alright, can't wait to get my truck. Rotors. Dude, do I really need fucking more screws? Jesus! God, Scoots, it's so wonderful to see you. It just makes me so happy, man. I still think about... God, what was the name of that fucking Evil Geniuses Cup where a bunch of people played in a tournament and then they played against Huck? With the bacon explosion. Oh my god. And that's not a metaphor. That's just literally a bacon explosion. Oh, yeah, the EG Masters Cup. Alright, let's go get some more fucking screws. 500 divided by 25 is 125. Feels very wrong. Feels a completely wrong answer. Wait. Item before, that's 8. Okay, never mind. 12. There we go. Did a daily at my house. Oh, dude, I remember the green screen? That was so good. Thought Marcus had to suck less. Ah, yeah, and he still sucked anyways, didn't he? Alright, dude, I'm just going to deposit these ingredients. Okay, because I think I know what we're going to do. I know what we're going to do. I'm going to just bang these out, and then I'm going to get coal production going. So I can get some coal... Gifted Ingredients says, I just had the best time playing Antechamber. Did you ever beat it? I have not just beat it. The entire playthrough of me beating it is up on YouTube, and that was one of my most god-tier runs of a game. Very well. $5 per minute. All right. Well, this is good. This is good. Here's what we're gonna do. When we come back, I am going to deposit this coal power, and our main goal is going to be to get some coal up and continue to build the Omega Gigafactory. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do.